Now, on the health front, there's growing pressure for the government to amend its controversial health information sharing bill, which would bring in a new centralised system for patients' private medical data. Is this a program that people should be able to opt out of?
This is a clear breach of medical privacy. Now, we've seen over the past few years that the Victorian government really doesn't care about medical privacy. They're forcing us to show our medical records to go to the pub, for God's sake. But now what they're doing is they're having a system where all of these medical records will be centralised without patient consent, and there's no way to opt out, unlike the federal system. Now, there's lots of very valid reasons that people might want to opt out of these systems. If they're having, mental health treatment, sexual health treatment, drug and alcohol treatment, they may not want other medical providers knowing that they've had these treatments. They may be very concerned about their privacy, and they're totally legitimate reasons to opt out of these systems. People's medical privacy must be prioritised, and they can't allow these things to go forward without patient consent. And that's what we're putting forward, an amendment to make sure that consent is obtained before they go into this system.
Well, we saw a fair bit of opposition with the federal My Health Records scheme, and around 1 in 10 Australians have opted out of that. Can these programs work if you've got large numbers opting out, though? I mean, is it something that is only going to actually be useful if it includes everybody?
People's rights shouldn't be taken away just for the convenience of bureaucrats. We saw that all throughout the pandemic, and now they're continuing to do it after the pandemic. Our rights must be prioritised against these bureaucrats say, well, it'll work much more efficiently if we take away people's rights. Well, someone has to stand up and say, no, we have to prioritise patients' privacy.
David Limbrick, you're always fighting the good fight. Thank you for joining me today.